excellent that you're at entertaining us. Beautiful, beautiful job. So, we're delighted everybody's here. It's difficult to get 20 people together. We had more, but unfortunately some people got sick and couldn't make it. And we regret that one of those is our son Greg. And Lisa and Greg and I went fishing in Canada, at the very top of Canada in the Gulf of Alaska, about 2 weeks ago. And Greg had some problems with the bed and other problems with the fishing, and he developed a back pain and a sciatica issue. So he's trying to recover from that, so he had to cancel the trip. So we're disappointed that he canceled, but we're thrilled that Shelley, Ben, and Nick are here. And that's
Yay!
Thank you for coming.
Turn that back on.
It's on the back.
65 years married. Wow.
Yes, wow, wow.
We hope all of you can have that same achievement. It will be difficult. We were married October 15th, 1960. I was 12. Ann was older.
Yeah.
We were just kids. Lisa came along in July of 1962, 2 years later. And Greg, 7.5 years later than that, exactly to the day, in January 1970. And our 4 grandchildren, Connor, which is the oldest, in 1994, Alexa in 1996, in 2003, Ben, and in 2006, Nikki. Ann and I are considered part of the silent generation. And I'm not sure many people have ever heard that phrase coined. But we were shaped by the Great Depression and World War II. Often characterized as hardworking, conformist, and civic-minded, the silent generation are considered the best educated and most financially fortunate demographic in American history. We hit the generational jackpot, thanks to a combination of divine providence and our parents' timely moment of carnal passion. We were handed one of life's golden tickets. We dodged the bullet of World War II, the misery of the Great Depression, and enjoyed the endless American summer of prosperity and possibilities. We were born when FDR was president. When we got married, JFK was president. College cost pennies. Jobs were easy to find. Homes were affordable. The stock market was about to take off on a 40-year tear. Modern medicine conquers polio just in time for our childhood, and now has delivered robotic joint replacements in time for our retirement. Hope we never meet. Culturally, we came of age with the Beatles and Motown, and had the genius of Hitchcock, Scorsese, and Spielberg. We saw TV evolve from 3 channels, black and white, to 3,000 channels today, and witnessed the evolution from Ed Sullivan to Saturday Night Live, Gunsmoke to Yellowstone,
And Jimmy Kimmel.
and Lassie to Paw Patrol, and now we have streaming services at our fingertips. What an amazing technological change has occurred in 65 years. It's a little more than 65. We were present for the first moon landing and our first personal computer. We raised our kids in an era that gave us rotary dial and smartphones, vinyl and Spotify, road maps and GPS, handwritten letters and Zoom. We lived through 16 presidents, 8 popes, and 7 James Bonds. Bottom line, we showed up at the party just as the drinks were being poured. The music was getting good, and the buffet was fully stocked. For half a century, we partied and will be heading home without having to do. Any of the cleanup. How perfect can that be? and she's now an entrepreneur, businesswoman. We're proud of you, Lisa. Married to Jeff Engel, who is also known as Professor Engel, and an entrepreneur in his own right. We love you, Jeff. We love you, Lisa. And 7.5 years later, after Lisa, here comes Greg, William Gregory. Greg was named after my father, William. Greg is a successful businessman and runs our Sola Salon businesses in the Bay Area and has become an accomplished surfer. In years. He didn't start surfing until he was about 50. And now he's a pretty damn good surfer. We went out to watch him back in the summer, and we're very, very pleased to see what he can do. He's accomplished. And he's a dedicated guy. He works hard and has become, we've become a lot closer over the last number of years. We're proud of Greg and Shelley, his wife, for 25 years, whom we love like a daughter, and is a top-notch insurance fraud investigator. Our firstborn grandson, Connor. Thank you, Connor, for being here. Thank you, Katie, for being here. Connor is an Amazon cybersecurity professional, and he's studying now to become an anesthesiology associate, administering anesthesia to surgery patients. And it was interesting that he was telling us about a recent ghosting that he did with a cosmetic surgeon, watching a facelift, a tummy tuck, and a breast reduction all at the same time. I don't think I can do that. We're happy you're here, Katie, and you too, Connor, and thank you for being here. We love you both too. Our next grandson, Joseph Benjamin, was born in 22 years ago. Let me get my notes right. And has managed our Sola Salon studios in the Bay Area for the last 2 years. And now has left. On to bigger and better and brighter things. Good luck, Ben. We wish you the best, and we want to help you as much as we possibly can. So, good journeys, and the next part of your life will be very interesting to see how it rolls out. Our granddaughter, Lexi, my favorite granddaughter. She's here with her boyfriend, Michael. It's nice to have you here, Michael. It's always good to see both of you. Hope we see more of you in the next few years. Lexi is an area manager for ISDN, and it's a Spanish cosmetic company. And Michael is a sales manager with a manufacturer's rep selling products for electric vehicles. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And the most interesting thing about Michael is that he's a scratch golfer. He didn't like to tell anybody. The fact that he's a scratch golfer led me to solicit some advice. She refuses to give. Smart in one way, but also disappointing. So there goes my strive to become a better golfer. And then we have our third grandson, fourth grandchild, Nikki. Nikki, we love you. We're happy that you're here. Nikki is 19. He's looking for his future. And we're here to support you. We'd like you to go back to school. But if you don't, we'll help you there too. We love you too, Nikki. And then we have with us my eldest sister.
Yeah, right.
I was the baby of the family.
We know.
Linda lives in Northbrook, Illinois. And she's an artist, creator, someone who's always been painting and creative things. So life needs to have people who can create, and Linda can create. She makes beautiful homes, she makes beautiful furnishings, and she knows how to decorate perfectly. So we love you, Linda. Thank you for being here. And then my other sister, Dina, sitting there. Dina is sort of an investor, a trader, a dog lover, a saleswoman, and a hypochondriac. Whenever she comes to Italy, it seems to get sick. This time she had the doctor freak time. The last time she was in the hospital in Rome. So she's just been able to overcome all of these maladies. And, it's good to have you here, Dina. Thank you. We love you too. And then we have Domenico Nini and his wife Concetta. Thank you for joining us. Dear friends for decades. Mimi was named after his cousin Domenico, who was affectionately named Big Mimi. And Mimi, this Mimi, was called Little Mimi. But Mimi owns his own legal and security practice, or CPA practice, and lives in Prato, which is a suburb north of Florence. And Mimi and Concetta, his wife, thank you for being here, Concetta, have 2 children. We're very happy to have you here. Thank you for doing all that you've done. You always go a step beyond, and we love you for that. Thank you so much. And a big welcome to our friends from Las Vegas, Michael and Sonia. Dear friends, we're honored to have you here. We consider you as part of our family. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for taking the time to come down. Michael is a property developer in Las Vegas and elsewhere. He's developed a lot of properties. Sonia is a psychologist, an instructor to other psychologists. And she has a full-time patient.
Excuse me.
That's you.
Mike just finished developing a pickleball facility in Austria. They have a home in Austria. So they live in Austria part of the year. They live in Las Vegas, and they have other homes as well around the world. But a pickleball facility was the first pickleball facility in Austria. Austria does not have a large population that does pickleball. But now that Mike has a premier facility, I'm sure that the population will grow rapidly. We also play pool, ping pong, tennis, and golf together. And as couples, Sonia and Michael and Ann and I play gym a couple times a month. So I think we end up several $1,000. But we're just learning, and she's letting it off today. Lastly, but certainly not least, is David and Gina. And David is a dear friend and good cousin for years. We had the same grandfather. So David's father and my mother were siblings. And I was born 1 year after David's father was born. He was my best friend growing up. When I was 2, he was 3. We were running around kitchens and sidewalks and on 17th, what was that, 6th Street? 4th Street? 6th Street. Remember that? Do you remember 6th Street? A little bit, yeah. A long time ago. And Gina, thank you so much for being here as well. We love all of you, we love you both. So people have asked us, what has kept us together for the last 65 years? I think what they really mean is, Ann, how did you tolerate this guy for that long?
Yeah, it's true.
And Benjamin Imhoff is the one who has tolerated my impatience, my constant search for improvement, life and lifestyle, and responsibility and adventure and income. During our 65 years, we have moved 21 times, and our children attended over 20 schools. Anne has class, simplicity. She's soundly grounded, no pretense. What you see, what you get. She made it possible for me to build a career and still have a solid base. She provided the support our children needed growing up and gave them guidance, love, and direction. When we were first married, Anne worked for Aetna Casualties and Surety Insurance. And I was mixing cookie dough in a bakery,
That's right.
lifting 100-pound bags of flour and sugar, and mixing dough and making cookies. We lived in an upstairs apartment in a private house in Louisville. We stretched to buy a 3-bedroom house for a whopping $12,500 in 1961. It was a lot of money in those days.
Don't forget
We
the
brought
cows.
Lisa home from the hospital
There were cows
to the house.
in the backyard.
I became a foreman at Mother's Cookie Company, and within 2 years was offered a substantial promotion to superintendent with Salerno Biscuit Company in Chicago. We moved to Chicago, moved to Glenview, Illinois, and bought a larger home with 2 bathrooms and a big backyard for Lisa to play in. She was 1.5. Remember that, Lisa?
I don't.
At Salerno, I was well liked and had a mentor in George Salerno. And my immediate boss was a guy named Dr. Yaroslav Tuzar. He was a Czech. And he promoted me to director of R&D and quality control, which is a position of very high importance in any food company. Dr. Tuzar was a professor of mathematics at Northwestern University. And he wanted me to pursue a business degree at NU, which I did. And the company would help, which they did, and got a job with Sears Roebuck to help and keep things together financially. And we pushed me through Northwestern University in about 3 years, while still employed at Salerno full-time. During this time, I found time to study for the National Association of Securities Dealers exam. I became a securities dealer. So I was doing securities sales, which is a stockbroker, for a small firm in Evanston, Illinois,